Hi, my wise astrology tribe, Cosmic Insight Astrology. I am your co-pilot, Christina. If you have a Cancer Sun, Cancer Rising, or a Cancer Moon, this is your 2022 July astrology forecast, astrology video scope. All right, let's see what's going on. The Sun is actually in your sign, so happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to all of you Cancers. On July 1st, we are having actually a bad aspect between Pluto and Mars and Pluto over here. Those planets going to square to each other. And if you are a Cancer rising, it's going to happen in your 10th and 7th house. Mars is the warrior. Mars is fire, anger, aggression. So it's a very impulsive energy. It's also representing, you know, like the warrior inside of me. But in this case, I would give a negative, you know, effect to this kind of aspect. And Pluto in the 7th house, and Pluto itself in transformation. Pluto is the planet of death, taboos, pregnancy, the planet of sex, the planet of tax and other people's money and power. In Capricorn, it's definitely talking about transformation in power. 10th house matters for you, actually something with career. So most likely with this Jupiter and Mars, but was conjuncting for you in May, beginning of May, and it was exact beginning of May, it could be something about your power. It could be something about your, what is that? Like you get a promotion, most likely. And because of this promotion, your marriage or your career with one-on-one business relationship could suffer, because this square is representing some kind of anger, some kind of fight with other people. So it could be a marriage partner, a significant other. So be careful, or you could have gone really arrogant, because of Jupiter and Mars could also represent overconfidence and arrogance, and it could be in your career, at your work, but most likely, you know, like it's a career related issue. And the 7th house is not only marriage partner or long-term relationship, it is also one-on-one business partnership. So you might going to go to a fight with a business partner, and you might going to have a fallout. Pluto is the planet of death. It could represent like the partner is dead to you, or you are dead to the partner. Also, it could be also, unfortunately, someone could have hurt themselves, and that person is actually either a significant other, or it could be a one-on-one business partnership. And you know, Mars is guns and knife, Pluto is death or surgery. So it could be also 10th house also could have been could be someone like a professional. So you need to hire someone for a surgery for your partner. It could mean that as well. All right, July 2nd. July 2nd, we have Mercury trine Saturn. So this Mercury in your 12th house in Gemini going to trine Saturn retrograde in your 8th house. What does it mean? 12th house is hidden, 12th house is unprivileged, 12th house is homelessness, also very, very spiritual. It could be Mercury is a contract. Mercury could be also representing a child or key or anything like that. So it could be like a key was hidden from you, and right now, when it's trining with Saturn, you are getting it. So Saturn could be an authority figure. Saturn could be like a situation what was delayed, 8th house matters. So maybe it is like you are getting a key to a house, and that was some kind of inheritance house. Or it could be simply as it is like Saturn in 8th house could be like a death of an authority figure or a parent figure, most likely a father figure. And right now we are signing some kind of inheritance contract, and that's coming through. And this Mercury also going to square with Neptune the same day, ninth house matter. Neptune is very spiritual. Neptune is also addiction, but also film, or making a manuscript or photography. But in this case, with this square, it is like the muse is not coming to me somehow. And it could be because, simple as it is, I'm not capable to write my script because of I have to travel, and the travel is long distance travel or overseas. And right now I'm not going to have time for my art. But simple as it is, Neptune in ninth house, it could be also some kind of spiritual values. Ninth house rules Sagittarius and ruled by Jupiter, and Neptune is co-rules Pisces. So here it could be something like my spiritual values might changing, and with this kind of square, I have to talk about that to someone, and those people are not necessarily going to take it away. They're supposed to. Ninth house also could represent my older sibling. And it could be like, all right, you know what, I'm going to marry with someone who is either have another religion. So maybe I'm Christian, but the person is Jewish, or vice versa, I'm Jewish and the person is Christian, and I'm telling my brother or sister who is older, and they don't agree with that. We have an argument about my different view of spirituality right now. And then let's go forward. July 5th, we're going to have two planets changing sign. It is Mars and Mercury. Mars going to go to Taurus and Mercury going to go to Cancer. So Mercury coming here to the Sun and Mars is entering Taurus. So those two planets on the 5th also going to sextile in your 1st and 11th house. This is good. This is something like, okay, I'm going to enter a new social circle, or, like I'm going to get some money finally from my career, because when Mars is entering Taurus, Taurus is really fixed. It's about stability and safety. Mars is an initiator over there, and Mars is impulsive over there. And 11th house also representing your social circle. It's representing even court cases. So it could be like, I was waiting for a court case, and right now finally I get it scheduled, and I know I'm going to go forward with it, and I'm going to be coming out beneficial from this situation. And also it could be like you're going to have parties, and it is like a party animal, like going party after party. Careful a little bit, because you're going to have the big conjunction in the 11th house, and it could be some kind of turbulence with it as well. But at the beginning, when I was talking about on the 5th, that is really beneficial. For example, I'm entering either a new on social media, some new kind of circle, what is like I really feel this is my tribe and that's where I belong from, and I'm going to have heated conversations, but something that really triggering my mind, and it's gonna be good for me. It also could be like heated conversation with some kind of friends. And Mars, even if it's sextiling, it could be some kind of impulsiveness and hurtful talking. So be careful not to hurt others. On July 9th, we're going to have Mercury square with Jupiter. So Mercury is moving forward, and Jupiter in around 8 degrees in Aries, and Mercury also going to square to each other. Jupiter in your 10th house of career, reputation. Mercury in your 1st house. So it is reminding you, for example, if you have to stay quiet sometimes, be quiet, because this square could give some kind of issues and problem at your work, at your career, or with your reputation. So that's why I said also when Mercury was earlier degrees with Mars, 0 degrees, and when it was sextiling, it still could give you some kind of heated conversations. So be careful what you are saying, because later on, if you do something, put something on social media, it could be like destructive for your work, and you won't be able to delete that, and they will see. And you know, like it could give a little bit of jitsi energy over there. All right, on the 10th, Sun going to sextile with Uranus. So on the 10th, Sun going to sextile with Uranus, and it's going to be 18 degrees. Uranus already going to take a position at 18 degrees, where the big conjunction gonna happen with North Node and Mars. And it's going to be 11 and first house matters for you. So really, truly, in this month, you're going to have a lot of emphasis on your social life and on your ego and on your self-worth. So with that kind of situation, you're going to have eclectic and unusual friends, for example, making a lot of unusual friends, and you're going to actually shine from the group. So you will feel really yourself and very authentic and really not only weird, but, you know, like authentically weird. So you're going to love that kind of status and situation. And then after that, on the 13th, Mercury going to, Venus going to trine to Saturn. So on the 13th, Venus, which is in Cancer, in Gemini, it's going to trine to Saturn. So here is Gemini, Venus, and I have to write that on the board because my beautiful little puppy Cosmo just chewed Venus up. So here it's going to trine to Saturn, and then it's going to square Neptune. So what does it mean? Saturn is in your 8th house and 12th house matter. 8th and 12th house matter, it could be like a connection with the loved one who passed away. Or it could be, unfortunately, like you are taking time with someone who is ready to do the transition. 8th house is death, Saturn is delays and also death in the 8th house. Venus is a loved one, and 12th house could be hospice. So it could be something like I'm taking time with someone and I'm staying with my sister, my mother, or anyone in hospice for weeks right now until the last breath. But that is a very beautiful, very, very beautiful moment in life. Hard, but beautiful moment. And then Venus going to square with Neptune. After this transition, for example, if it is the fact, it could be like I'm changing some kind of belief system because of the way the person went. Either it didn't suit me anymore, or it is just like I don't believe anymore, for example, in God, because I lost someone who was young to die, or you know, and it could be very difficult. And you're changing belief system. But simply it is also like questioning your faith. So Venus is love, Neptune is higher octave of love, 9th house is anything with religion and education, 12th house is everything with spirituality. So it is like, and Venus actually likes to be in 12th house. So for you in 12th house, well, it's in Gemini, but anyway, it's in an exalted house. So it means like, you know, I have to question my faith. I have to see where I'm coming from, or, you know, just big questions like where we are going and where we are coming from, or is it life after death, or something with spirituality, who is God and how many gods we have, and those kind of situation. It could be also like you will need to put someone, a loved one, in, for example, a rehab center here. And this is an arguing. So it could be like your son, your daughter needs some rehabilitation because of their drug or alcohol addict. And then they are like, all right, I don't want to go. And, you know, there is going to be this agreement and kind of fight between you guys. On July 14th, we're going to have also Mercury in Cancer sextiling with North Node. So North Node is here with Mars and Uranus, and it's going to sextile with it. It's representing something like Mercury. North Node is a mathematical point of the moon. North Node is the head of the dragon. It is karma. But it is the way where we are going. That is the avenue that we are approaching in life. And Mercury sextile with that in your 11th house, it is like, you know, yeah, definitely I found my tribe and I know where I'm heading in life. And or for example, it is like I'm going to attend some kind of, or be a member of a charity, or I'm going to do a non-profit right now, plan a non-profit. And I know that's what I want in my life. And later on the 16th, actually, Mercury also going to conjunct with Sun in Cancer over here in your first house. So that's everything about communication. So you want to say your truth. However, then Mercury and Sun conjunct, that is a combust we call in astrology. The Sun has a huge energy, huge light, and actually it's going on Mercury and doesn't let Mercury to shine. So there could be with this conjunction a little bit of issue because of whatever you want to say not necessarily coming through the way it's supposed to, or they don't hear you, they might not hear you. But you want to say. So that could be that as well. Okay, then, you know, July 17th, Venus going to go actually to Cancer. So Venus going to leave Gemini and going to go to Cancer over here on the 17th. So there is a lot of planetary change, a lot of planets ingressing in other sign in this month, and a lot of planet and asteroid going retrograde. So Venus is ingressing on the 17th Cancer, and on the 17th Mercury going to trine actually with Neptune over here. So what does it mean when Mercury is trining with Neptune retrograde in Pisces? Okay. Again, Mercury is communication, Mercury is selling, Mercury is deals, key, children. And with Neptune, it could be like a really good spiritual connection or artsy connection with my children. Or it could be like I'm going to capable to communicate my need, but on a spiritual way. Or I'm ready to study something new, but it's going to be something with spirituality. It's going to be something with photography or media or art, some kind of music, for example. Neptune is music. So, and I'm ready to express myself. First of all, I'm ready to bring on my photography, for example, do an art show, or I'm ready to do a concert because I'm doing violin and it's really, really beautiful. Or I'm going to a foreign country, 9th house. You have Neptune and I'm going to do the concert in a foreign country or foreign audition. That could mean as well. All right, let's move forward. So on the 17th also, Sun in Cancer going to trine with Neptune. That's the same situation. I'm ready to shine. I'm ready to show my artwork. Definitely it's a showcase for you guys. And on the 18th, we're going to have Mercury opposition with Pluto. So Mercury is going to go all the way in 27 degree. Pluto is 27 degree again, going back to the Pluto return in America. So they're going back to that degree. So it's going to be heavy for the States. But for you guys, Cancers, that is Mercury with Pluto opposition, it is something argument with my significant other. We don't see eye to eye. My truth is not my significant other truth, not my marriage partner truth. Or one-on-one business relationship, we disagree on something, or we disagree on a lease, or disagree because Mercury is lease as well, or you know, sign a paper. So one of us want to sign it, the other one doesn't want to sign it. Okay, and let's move forward, Cancers. So the 19th, we have Sun in Cancer opposed in Pluto. So that's the same situation. I feel like I'm dead. I feel like they don't see me, and you know, or actually this kind of opposition could be like I have a panic attack because first house is body, or my ego suffers because I have some kind of power struggle with my partner. so that could be a power struggle because Pluto is power as well. And then on the 19th also, Mercury is entering Leo over here. And on the 22nd also, Sun going to enter Leo as well. So happy birthdays, early Leos for you, but the next video is going to be all about you. And then let's see what's going to happen. So we're gonna go July 23rd when Mercury actually, when it enters Leo on the 19th, it's going to trine with Neptune, Jupiter, and Jupiter is blessing in your works, and second house is actually your values and your money. I'm sorry about that. That's your values and your money. And let me turn the phone off. I hope I did turn the phone off. So it's representing something like I'm going to get some kind of not promotion, but it is money out from my career. So this is good. Or you know what? I'm a salesperson. My career is selling something, and right now I'm capable to do a lot of sales. So that is like financially definitely profitable for Cancers. And then on July 25th, we do have Cancer, Venus squaring Jupiter. So this Cancer Venus, it's going to come up to 7th degree and start to square with Jupiter. So first house and 10th house matters. That is like my ego is suffering a little bit because of my career is taking, or my health. First house is your body. That could be your head, your body. So Venus, I need retreat. I need some kind of self-love. But, you know, my career takes a lot from me because Jupiter over there, like you need extra hours to invest in your career. And that could mean that. Okay, then moving forward, we're going to have on the 26th, we're going to have Mars and Mercury square. And Mars in Taurus and Mercury is in Leo and 14 degrees. So Mars and, what? I'm gonna square. Mars and Mercury, yes. 14 degrees Mercury gonna come up to 14 degrees Leo, and it's gonna make a square 11th house, second house. It could be something about a person who owes you money from your social circle, a friend, and you're going to argue about that, or you owe money for someone. It's some financial issues and you are not ready to give it back yet, and that's gonna have a heat of conversation, a heat of argument. You can lose someone through that kind of situation. It could be simple as it is, the values of a social circle or a friend is changing and you don't like it and you don't want to be part of that group or part of that friendship anymore, and you just exit because you just don't want to do that. July 28th, we do have Mercury in Leo also squaring Uranus. So Uranus also going to be in a position with Mercury, and squaring Uranus is eclectic and predictable. So with that Mars before it's squared, so definitely it could be a heated up conversation because Mars and Uranus already coming to the same degree. And it is like, you know, like it's continuing. It's going to be chaos in your social group or in your friendship zone and friendship group. It could be also something with the money that you own or investment from your career. And there it's going to be a chaos with money and money related. So they don't want to pay you from your career. And you thought you're going to get a big bonus and it was ready. And you get some at the beginning. With that Mercury coming here and have that beautiful trine with Jupiter, you did, but other than that, it is like not all of it, and you have to fight for that later on. Okay, so on July 23rd, but I forget about July 23rd, Ceres is gonna go to Leo as well. And where is Leo? Okay, here we're going to draw Ceres up here. All right, wait. Okay. Ceres is going here. Ceres is an asteroid who always were live in fear because her daughter got abducted. And in Leo, in your second house, it could be at this moment that you are fear about, that is the money what you won't get or what you will lose. So that's about that for you Cancers. It could be that. Or it could be something with your values. You are losing some kind of valuable. It could be a jewelry you misplaced and it's very valuable and you have a fear not to get it back. Okay, and the other thing that's going to happen here, so we're going to have multiple asteroids and planets going to retrograde. First of all, Jupiter, the planet of blessing, going to go retrograde in your 10th house. So a career matter could come back to you, something that you, sorry, thought it was lost. Maybe you should get a Nobel Prize or maybe some kind of award and you thought they're not going to do it, but right now you will, because going retrograde, it's like coming back to you. So they're going to do the ceremony, they're going to do the award and give the award, and it's coming back to you. But I'm going to do a totally different video about Jupiter retrograde, and just please get updated about that. And also what I wanted to tell you, Juno, the planet of loyal marriage, not planet, but the asteroid of loyal marriage, it's going to go to retrograde in Pisces. And Pisces, you have that in your 9th house. Juno over here, okay. So what's going to happen with Juno in your 9th house? Juno is loyalty, 9th house could be second marriage, going to be retrograde. It could be like you're going back to a partner who you divorced, but that was your second marriage. Or second times you're going to marry with someone actually who was your first marriage but divorced, but second time you're going to marry with that person. So it is also like revisit some kind of matters with it. You can like renew your vows in a marriage or in a partnership or in a friendships. Renew something again. With that Juno, with that loyalty. And 9th house is older siblings, 9th house is friends as well. So you're renewing something and become loyal again with that partner. All right, and then Chiron in Aries is going to go to retrograde also. So here is Chiron for us. And then in your 10th house. 10th house is again some kind of career and reputation matters. So some kind of issue could come up with your reputation. So be careful that with that heated conversation, if for example with Mars, if you are owe someone money and you don't want or you are not ready to give back that amount, then it could be definitely something with your reputation. Okay, and then we also have Vesta in Pisces, 7 degrees. So Vesta also going to go to retrograde over here, right? And then Vesta over here going to get retrograde in 7 degrees. So Vesta is the eternal flame. It's very good for investment and it's very good for, and 9th house is a foreign matter. So it could be something coming back to you, what is like some kind of immigration issues, or it could be like with Juno, Vesta, and Neptune retrograde, yeah, immigration issues that you have to revisit. Maybe the papers were not filled well, and you will need to go again, you know, for an audition. Or it could be something with some kind of, as I said, eternal flame, like siblings, older siblings, or a friend. So you are reconnecting with the person and you try to find that kind of flame with maybe a second husband or renew vows. Again, with Vesta. Vesta is an investment planet and Vesta is keeping the flame, which is like 9th house matters in investment. It's Jupiterian energy. So it's a blessing and it could be something with a foreign international investment or going, your business gonna go global somehow, or you will be known internationally. That kind of situation can come up as well. All right, and the last one, but actually not the last one, but I wanted to talk about the moon in Capricorn for you. That was a full moon in what degree? It is 21 degree 21 minutes on the 13th of July in your 7th house. So some of you could actually complete, full moon is completion and ending. Some of you could complete a divorce or an ending in a relationship or business partnership, or just ending in a matter what was not serving you anymore. It doesn't have to be a divorce or ending. It is just like ending some kind of matter on that area. And also it is like it's maybe because of you took so much time with your partner and you gave so much energy for your partner, and right now you are ending that. You are not going to sacrifice that much in your partnership, and you're going to concentrate on yourself. First house, you know, when the moon and the sun is opposed to each other, that's the full moon created in heaven. And then in first house, the Cancer, you had the Cancer sun, then it means like I need to take time of myself. This is my birthday. I'm gonna take a vacation on my just by myself. I'm not gonna take my partner or my family because I have enough. I'm overwhelmed. So that could be that as well. And then the new moon going to happen actually in Leo 5 degrees on the 28th. Oh. Okay, those doesn't want to moon. Come on. Okay, so it's going to happen in Leo 5 degrees for you, and in your second house. So that is a new beginning in your financial situation. So you might going to find the lost object, or it could be also something with you know, the way I'm approaching my financial situation has to end, and it's ended. For example, with the full moon over there in your, oh, that was the 7th, so no. So something I'm going to start a different approach, the way I earn money, because maybe it's not enough. I work too much and less money, so I'm gonna work smart. That kind of situation coming with this Leo moon for you. All right, and the big conjunction in Taurus gonna happen between North Node, Mars, and Uranus, but never happened in humanity life. Only when dinosaur ages, when the actually meteorite shower happened. Uranus is meteorite shower, and the dinosaur extinct, or you know. Okay, so it's gonna happen in your 11th house. In global situation, I'm not going to really talk about that because of I'm going to, and I did make another video about that, what could happen. And definitely it's a major change. Definitely it's major change in your friendship area with the investment from career. Uranus is the chaos, unpredictable, very, very unique. It's rules energy. So you might going to actually invest in energy with Mars, but don't be impulsive, because it could say like if you are very impulsive and don't think with that kind of Martian energy, you can actually suffer from loss. North Node is definitely, it is the karma and the where we are heading in life. And that is like finding a social group, as I said for you, but also falling out as well. So you are entering one and leaving one at the same time, or leaving friends and having new eclectic friends as well. And Mars over there could represent, Mars Uranus could be accidents. So 11th house, it could be some kind of issue in your social group, some kind of accident, some kind of anger, heated arguments. It could be like one of your friends and it could suffer a fatal accident, unfortunately. So it could be that as well. I'm just trying to say all the interpretation that the planetary aspects could represent in a chart. But definitely 11th house belongs from humanitarian issues, because it's belong from Aquarius, and you know, Uranus loves to be in 11th house, so it is in your 11th house. It could be some kind of new, very new humanitarian project is coming up for you, that you're going to fight for, or you're going to rebel for some kind of situation in your life, and you're not going to fit in the mold, and you're going to just rebel against something, against a group, and you know, or and being part of a group, fight together against something. So, all right, Cancers, that is your July horoscope. I hope you enjoyed it and you could learn something from me. And if you did so, then please don't hesitate to check out my website, which is www.urbanwitch.org. And I hope I see you again.